Alright, so this lesson is 5.3, and we're going to title it Distributing. Today is the 17th. And there is an essential question up on the board, and it basically says, how do we simplify algebraic expressions by distributing and combining like terms? That's a long EQ, so we're going to put instead EQ, how do we distribute and simplify? Okay. So there's not a lot of definitions in this. When you guys look through the book, the only thing they were really talking about was distributive property and equivalent expressions. So we're just going to go right into some examples. Example 1. Let's say we have 4 on the outside of the parentheses, and then the inside is x plus 7. You guys will get into the habit of this drawing rainbows thing, because these won't stay this small for very long. They're going to grow. Pretty soon you'll have to distribute over like 5 or 6 terms, but for now just 2. Not really. Okay, so draw your rainbows. And now what we're saying in a sense is it's 4 times x plus 4 times 7. So 4 times x is just 4x. And 4 times 7 is 28.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah. Alright, let's try another one though. 6 times p minus 5. Draw your rainbows. And now we have 6 times p, so that's 6p. And we have 6 times negative 5. Don't forget that sign matters right there. So that's negative 30. Or 6p minus 30. So far, so good? Alright, example 3. Okay, so I have negative 2 times x minus 8. Draw your rainbows. Don't forget that the 2 on the outside is negative, so you have to multiply that through as well. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x. And negative 2 times negative 8 is now a positive 16. A lot of people mess this up right here just because they forget about the negatives. That's the most common error. Alright, let's try one with 2 variables just to make sure. Like I said, it's just a lot of examples to show you how this works. So let's put 5 on the outside, and on the inside we'll have negative 3x plus 7y. Again, draw your rainbows. Lots of rainbow drawing today. Okay, so first we have 5 times negative 3, which is negative 15, right? And x, so negative 15x. And now we have 5 times 7y. What's 5 times 7? 35y. And that's your answer. Okay, example 5. Yeah. Right here? Because of the negative 3. Okay? Alright, example 5 you will see a lot of these. 1/3 times x minus 6. Lots of fractions, right? As promised. Draw your rainbows. The first one's pretty easy. 1/3 times x is just 1/3 x. But of course, there's a shortcut for the second term, right? You could cross simplify here. 3 goes into 3 once, and 3 goes into 6 how many times? 2. Just don't forget about the negative. So this is now 1 times negative 2. You guys see that? I'll rewrite it over here on the left-hand side so you guys can see it a little bit easier. This is basically what you're doing. You could put a 1 under that if that helps you. But look, 3 goes into 3 once, 3 goes into 6 twice, and you're left with negative 2. You guys see that okay? Okay. Sometimes the only thing they'll put in the front of the parentheses is just a negative sign. In fact, they do that a lot. So they'll put negative, and then in the inside they might put negative x minus 3. What do you do with this negative right here on the outside?
You put a line between the two.
You treat it just like a negative 1. So draw your rainbows, and if you want, you can write a little 1 right here. It's imaginary, but that might help you guys. Okay, so now it's just negative times a negative x, so that's a positive x. Do you have to put the 1? No. You can, but you won't see that as an answer on like a multiple choice or anything. And now negative times a negative 3, that's a positive 3. Any questions on that one? So if you just see a negative, you guys can write in a 1 to help you. Alright, example 7. Sometimes they'll do this. They'll put the parentheses first, like m plus 3n. And they'll put the number on the right-hand side. I don't know why they do this, but it always seems to throw people off, and they think it's a totally different problem. But it's not. Just draw your rainbows backwards. Okay? And then 8 times m is just 8m. 8 times 3n, and that's positive, is 24n. So don't worry if you see the number to the right of the parentheses. It's the same method. Okay, I'm going to give you guys several U tries to make sure you have it, and then we're done with notes, okay? So these are all the U tries. The first one, 6 times a plus 4 in parentheses. Just raise your hand when you think you know. See a couple hands have gone up, few hands. Okay, what do you guys think it is?
6a plus 24.
Good, so you draw your rainbows, and now you have 6 times a, which is 6a, 6 times 4, which is 24. Alright, let's try another one. That one was too easy for you. Let's do negative 3 on the outside, and on the inside I'll do y minus 10. Just raise your hand when you know. It is. Okay, less people have their hands up, so maybe the negatives are throwing you guys. I don't know. Okay, what do you guys think it is?
Negative 3y plus 30.
Good. I'm glad you said plus. So negative 3 times y, and then negative 3 times negative 10 is a positive 30. Okay, let's try another one. Let's do a fraction this time, because you guys are getting good at this. 1/2 times w minus 4. Only one person knows? 2 people? 3 people? Okay, what do you guys think it is? Okay, I heard this. This was pretty obvious. And then I heard plus 2. And then I heard people say plus minus 2. It's just minus 2. Because half of negative 4 is negative 2. All right, let's do another one because I think you got it now. But just to make sure, let's do a simple one and see if this throws you. Let's do negative 2 times, and we'll do 8 plus 11 in parentheses. No variables this time. Anyone think they know yet? Okay, what is it? Wow, I think you guys forgot a fundamental principle of adding. So what's 8 plus 11? 19, but a lot of you probably just drew rainbows because you were just drawing rainbows, right? But do you have to draw rainbows? Now it's just negative 2 times 19, which is negative 38. Oh, so mean. I'm so mean. All right, one more. This is the last one. If we can fit it in. Okay, this is the challenge one because I think you got it. You could do rainbows and still get it, but this was faster. All right, so let's do negative x times negative 3 minus y. You guys think it's easy? I don't know. Okay, raise your hand when you guys know. Don't say it out loud though. I think like 6 people know. Okay, what is it, you guys?
3x plus minus y. Minus 3x.
I didn't hear anybody say it right. So raise your hand if you think you know. What do you think it is?
3x plus xy.
You got it right. So this x times 3, but both negative, becomes positive. So that's 3x. But then you have a negative x times a negative y. So you know it's positive again. But it's positive xy. X times y is xy. It is confusing. That's why I gave it to you as a U-try. Okay. I'm going to write the problem numbers that I want you guys to do. I'm just going to write them on the left-hand side column here. So write this down because otherwise you forget and then you do other problems. Page 379. 379, number 8 through 12. And then you're going to do page 380. just number 24 on that one. And then page 381, you're going to do number 34 and 38. And 38.